everyone, it's Shilpa here with a design team project for Wild Orchid Crafts, and today I'm going to stay in the theme of Valentine's Day, and I'm going to make a card with you all. So I'm going to just get started and show you guys what I've got in front of me. And the things I have in front of me is a pre-scored card, and it's a beautiful, like a blush pink card, and it's a top folding card. And it's a beautiful colour. I know the colour's not coming up right on the screen, but it's a beautiful blush pink. So I'm going to keep in themes of pink this time, and stay away from some of the reds that I used on my last project. So I've got this pre-scored card, and what I've already done is cut out a mat for the top of the card, and I've embossed it with this Anne Griffin embossing folder, which is really nice. It's a really nice A5 size, and it just embosses the sentiment in the middle as well. And I used this particular design for this one, and it says I love you. So I cut it down, and this is what I'm left with, and I've distressed it using some sandpaper, and it's just got the white onto the surface because it's white on the reverse, and I think it's come out really adorable. So this is going to be like the base of the card before I embellish it, and I will be sticking this down in one sec. Another few things that I've got in front of me is some Wild Orchid Craft products. So I've got these beautiful pink centre with the white petals, and these are really beautiful cottage roses, and I will be putting all the codes below for you guys, so if you like the look of something, check the codes below. I've also got this pink mist wild roses, and these have the slightest hint of pink on them, and these are really shabby looking. I've also got these cutesy rosebuds, and these are the ivory and pink rosebuds, and these are 4mm ones, and the code is GST010. So I've got a bunch of those that I'll be using. Might not use the whole bunch, but I'll be using a few of those. I've also got some Baker's Twine from Wild Orchid Crafts, and this is the pink lot. And then from my stash, I've also got some seam binding from Wild Orchid Crafts, and this is, I believe, the rose petal, but I will put the code and the name of this below. And then from my small doily suitcase, and this suitcase is just full of the more of the not so beaded appliques that I have. So there are some with beads in there, but these are the ones with less beading. So I've got a handful of these which I'll be using for my card. So I'm just going to get started and use all my bits and pieces. So as I said, the base of the card is beautiful and pink, and I'm just gonna layer it on top of there. And for this I have got some double-sided foam pad, and I'm gonna try, I'll zoom in a bit so you guys can have a better look at what I'm doing. I'm just gonna snip some sections off my foam pad and put it on the card base. I wasn't gonna use foam pads, but because it's gonna go in a box anyway, I'm just gonna make it as dimensional as I want to. So and it's a really simple card, and you can use whatever sentiments you like. I'm just giving you an idea for Valentine's. And this isn't peeling very well. That's the worst thing about double-sided, any kind of double-sided tape. I hate peeling the backs off. And this is really tacky. It's only from, I think it's from the pound shop, but they are very, very tacky, these foam pads. Okay, and I'm just going to place that in the center of my card. Try to get it as central as I possibly can. Okay, so that's the card base done. Looks quite pretty. And I'm sorry about the colour, guys. I know it's not coming out the colour it is, because first of all it is like a pearlized cardstock, and secondly I've got the light on because it's so dull outside. Okay, so on to my embellishing. As I said, I have got some appliques and stuff I want to use on this, so I'm just going to play around, and you know, you can do this, and I want to see where I want things, and I might not use all of them. I've just got them out to see what I want to use. I like the look of this one, and I will be cutting into this, so I'm just trying to figure out what bit I want to use. So I like the fact that this bit curves over, so I'm just going to snip into this and use that section there. Probably have this going around this way, and I'll use another section, just layering it all up, and probably put this layer behind this just to give it some extra dimension. Okay, so you can always neaten the edges up of everything, whether it's lace, appliques, and it just looks a bit better. So anyway, I've snipped into some of these and I'm going to start layering. So what I'll do, I'll try to get you guys into a better kind of a position with my card so you get a better look at what I'm doing. And probably zoom in a bit more. Okay, so you can see where I've snipped these bits off and I've got an idea of where I want them. Okay, so I'm just going to lay these down. So first of all, I want to start at the bottom, and I'm just putting glue on my applique. And so let's get started. Just love using lace and flowers. Love the look of this one, and it is white, so I'm not going to be, you know, colouring these up because I want to keep this quite a shabby pink and whites. I think that would look really pretty. Put that one slightly going up that way, and then I want to leave a gap here for my flowers. So before I put the top appliques on, I want to start with my flowers and start cascading them up. And I'm just gonna take the backs of these off, and I'll probably use one big one and two of the small ones, and then quite a few of the rosebuds. So I want this kind of here, and I will be taking these leaves off because I don't want any of the green. So I'll just quickly just rip them off. Just taking these leaves off. I mean, it's fine if you want to leave these on, but as I said, I don't want any of the greens showing. And I'm going to just pop that there, put some glue on the back of it. It's going to make a really adorable little card. And then I have these ones, and I'm going to be using two of these. So again, just snip the back off and take off the green leaves and bend this section down. And I'm only going to put a tiny bit of glue on for now because I will be clustering it up with the rosebuds, so I don't want to be stuck literally and I won't have space to put my rosebuds in. There you go, just fold that back. think I want this one probably up here. Let's have a look. I have it down here. Like so. And then my rosebuds come into play. So I want a nice amount. So here I've got 6. Actually I want an odd number, so I'm going to go for another one. Get 7, and then just play with them, get different heights on them, and then with one of the stems just go around and they'll hold them in place. If you want, just give it a little squeeze and get some shape on them. Okay, so that is going to be my little cluster. Again, I'm going to snip some of these off and I'm going to put it behind the flower up here. Let's have a look. I might actually add a few more of the medium-sized flowers. Just take the backs off. I think I will do. So I'll put this here, and I'm gonna use another one of these smaller ones, and I want it a bit smaller, so I'll probably take back one layer of the actual petals and do the same thing again. So that would look quite nice. And then I'm going to put glue on top of this and stick this on like so. That's how that's looking, and then you can just spread these out slightly, play with them like so. And then not forgetting those other pieces of appliques that I chopped up and that I want to use. So I'm just thinking where I'll be putting these. So I want 2 of these go in different directions. So I'll tuck this behind the rosebuds like so. And then I'll take this piece and that's going to follow the design round. So I'll probably put this one just behind here. So I'm going to quickly glue those down. And then I'm going to try to glue where there's a bigger part of fabric rather than try to get into those little thready bits. And you don't have to make it completely flat because I do want a bit of dimension going on, as I said. So that's how the top is looking. And what's left to do now is add some rosebuds here. And I think I'm going to use about 5. So again, I've got my rosebuds kind of all at different lengths, if you like. And then I'm going to chop them here. And I will tuck them in, and I will be using another one of these, so I'll tuck them slightly under here and then use another one of these beauties. And again, I'm going to do the same thing, take a whole layer off to give me a smaller flower. So just go back and carefully, not ripping the main flower, just take a layer off. Dead easy to do. And then I'm going to kind of tuck this one here. Give it a little squeeze. I think that's looking really pretty. And I wanted to put a little bow on, so I'm just thinking where my bow will go. Let's have a little think. So I want to make a little tiny bow using some seam binding as well as some of this. So I'm going to just create a bow simply using some of this seam binding. It's really simple. I don't want a huge bow because I don't want to take away from all the beautiful flowers that I put on. So I will be snipping into this. I'm just thinking where I'll be putting, but let's worry about that later. So I've got this baker's twine, and I'm going to create a double bow with this one. So you've got a double layer, and do the same thing, create a double loop, and then make your bow. It's the easiest way I know how to make a bow anyway. And then I want it quite small, but I think I want this bow behind the seam binding bow, so I'll make it a bit bigger than the seam binding one, and then I'll be cutting off the edges, or the ends rather. Okay, so where am I going to put this bow? Let's have a look. So I'm just snipping off the ends of my seam binding bow. So I've got a nice little bow here, and I want my seam binding in front of the baker's twine. So I'm going to get this kind of a look. But where to put the bow? Let's have a look. I can put it right at the bottom here, which isn't a bad idea, but I don't want to cover my rosebuds. I'll zoom out a bit. So the only other place left is here, which I don't want to do either. Don't want to put it there. I'll just put it to an angle over here at the bottom of the card. So I'll just fix my double bow, split the bows up, and I'm going to put a tiny blob of glue here. And then this will go. So I'm going to cut the ends off this and make it a bit smaller because it is going to be in the corner there. And I'm going to put that here. I think that's about it. So just move my mess out of the way and show you this card. So here it is, my beautiful I love you Valentine's Day card, and I'm so sorry about the glare and the bad lighting. Do it this way so you can see what I've done. There's the embossed layer. Just move this glue string out of the way, and on top of the embossed layer I've got my flower clusters at the base here. So I've got a tiny little cascading look here, and then I've gone round with some applique, some more applique up here, some chopped up ones, and a little bow tied at the bottom there. So that is my card, and I'm going to zoom in to see if I can show you it a bit better. So there it is, and I'll just take my light off and show you as well, so you get to see all the flowers and stuff. So a lovely card, and it looks really elegant, and I think something like this would make a lovely wedding card, obviously with a different kind of sentiment, maybe congratulations, but it's so easy to do, really simple, and it's a lot of fun. So this is my pink Valentine's card, and all that's left to do is just put a plain insert. I'll just put a plain white insert on the inside, and there's the back. It's pink, and it's a beautiful shade of pink. I'm just so annoyed that the lighting has been really bad, but there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment to let me know what you think of this beauty, and I will see you soon with another DT project for Wild Orchid Crafts. Until next time, take care. Bye.